What is good with y'all, man? So today we got the Arc Monk game, or Arts, not Arc, Art Monk gameplay. Now it's his cornerback and his receiver. I'm showing y'all his cornerback right now because it's the only card I have. I sold his receiver, I don't have him no more, but his cornerback, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep him. He's kind of tough, and the reason why is because, well, one, his play on the field is really good, and his discounts are nasty. Like he gets deep route KO for 0, medium route KO for 0, and deep out zone KO for 0. So like his discounts are really good. Like I said, his play on the field is good. He's 6'3". I'm rocking him in the slot. He's pretty nasty. Now, as a receiver in the gameplay you're gonna watch, I was rocking the same thing I always rock: short out elite and route tech. His receiver was really good, but I'm keeping the corner just because originally I had Eric Allen in the slot with just pick artist, and before the whole AP change, I had deep route KO and pick artist in my slot. So, and I did try to Steven Nelson with just the 0 AP deep route, but I don't know. He sucked. I didn't like him. I like this Art Monk card a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to keep him. He doesn't cost much either. His corners on, like, he's like barely 100,000. So I think I bought Monk for around 400. I think I sold him for around like 380 or something. So damn near kind of the same price though. So yeah, we got a couple games here. If you guys do enjoy these gameplays, I would appreciate it if you could, drop your boy a like. So we got about 4 gameplays, if I'm not mistaken. These first 2 gameplays, they're like a little shorter, and then the next 2 are like some longer ones. I want to say in this game right here, Monk offensively, you see we got him on the outside. I remember I threw him like some little RPO, and he kind of just went crazy on it. Or maybe that was next game. I don't know. These ones are short. Like, guys, they quit fast. But Hartman kind of went crazy. That's why on offense. Defensively, I think throughout these, you'll just see him break up passes and stuff. I don't think you're going to see any picks, but you're going to see him break up passes, make tackles, and things like that. But overall, like, if you want to use his receiver cards, you can. You know what I mean? Like, he's not bad, but I don't know. I like AJ better. I like Chris Carter better. I actually like Chris Carter better than AJ. I'm not going to lie to you. I was thinking of getting him back. I got a lot of coins. I'm up like 3.7 because I finished, I didn't finish the comp pass, but I basically finished it because I'm not playing past getting the comp pass player, so I'm not playing no more chance. I'm about to play house rules today, but I got the comp pass player, so I made some moves. I'm not gonna lie. I sold John Runyon. I sold Kelsey's Team of the Year card, and what I did was I went and picked up his playoff card, or whatever the other card he had was his 97, and that ran me up like a lot of coins. And then yeah, I just put the AJ Kane, that's his name, at left guard. So yeah, that may be some coins. So I could low-key get Chris Carter back. I do got a bag. I don't know. We'll see. But you see right now, I don't think Monk has made any plays yet. This guy is just, I'll be honest, like I said, this is a short game. Something you could always tell when you're going to be going against someone. It's not like I'm just coming out stocks, he's spot throwing out route. Something you could always tell when someone's not, I guess very good is when their team name still says Ultimate Team. Because if you've played, like, for example, a Madden 22, whatever your Ultimate Team name was in that game, it's going to be a Madden 23. Like, it'll automatically cross over. It just saves your Ultimate Team name. So this kind of tells me either he's never played a MUT before, or he's just never changed his team name. I don't know. It's just something that kind of could tell you that this person might not be very good. And for anybody that's wondering, what is this in the top corner? Why does that say Show Liz? I don't look at this. I'm literally just running stock as he spot throwing out. I just walk in, right? For anyone, Moneybag dropped new album, a song called Show Liz. I love that song. It's hard. I don't know why. Like, I made one of my stream titles Show Liz, and I guess last stream, for some reason, it was just in the top left the whole time, and nobody like told me till the end. I was like, wait a minute, what is, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, if everyone wondering what that is, that's what that is. But yeah, this guy had golden ticket Lamar. First play comes out in tight, runs the same play everybody runs, the little play with the tight end on the streak, and he throws a pick off the rip. I don't know. Like, I don't understand how, like, it's like if you're gonna run something that's a meta, like, you gotta be nice in it, man. Like, I say this all the time, like, you can't just come out and be like alright in that shit. But look, this Art Monk right here, look at Art Monk making some moves. Art Monk's spin is alright. He's got a nice spin. His juke is kinda, man, it's not the greatest. Like, AJ, Carter, Carmichael, a lot of these guys I think have better jukes than him. But it's all right, you know what I mean? And right here, I want to point something out. Look at this player. So when I run this little RPO play, right? Look what I do right before. I double team this guy right here, okay? He only has 3D linemen. He doesn't get blocked. How does he not get blocked? John Madden, explain. Hey, John, can you explain to me how he doesn't get blocked? Like, it just flat out doesn't make any sense. Now, I know they're going to be revealing the cover athlete, I think, tomorrow. I know everyone's saying it looks like it's going to be Josh Allen because of some leaks or something. I'll be honest. I don't care who the cover athlete is, and it was funny because we were talking about this yesterday. Somebody asked me, it was like, yeah, who do you think the cover athlete's going to be? I was like, yeah, it's probably going to be Josh Allen because that's who the leaks is. And then we were talking about, and they asked me, or somebody asked me, like, yeah, who's even on the cover for Madden 23? And dog, straight up, I didn't even remember who the cover athlete was. The whole time I'm thinking, who was it? And I was like, oh yeah, it's John Madden. And at first, that's not what I said. I went and hit the Xbox home screen and look at who it was. And, you know, Calvin Johnson's on. So I was like, oh yeah, Calvin Johnson was the cover athlete again, I guess. I like that. That's just like how you know, like, that cover athlete shit does not matter. Because look, every season they change who basically the cover athlete is, because no one's buying the hard copy, right? Hell, my Xbox don't even got a disc drive. I can't even put a disc in it. So it's like, I could care less who the actual cover athlete is. We almost get a D-line pick right there. He came out with like trips tight end, try to run like a little post concept. This guy comes out back in the gun tight with his little $3 million quarterback. Can't score a point with him. I ain't gonna lie. I should have messaged him like, hey, do you mind, can I borrow that quarterback since you don't really know how to use him? Like, I'll be honest, I'll take a Lamar Jackson. I don't know if y'all seen, but I guess they leaked some of the Mud Leaks get back on Twitter doing this thing, and they showed I'm getting a little toxic. I'm sorry. They showed the what is it called? Like the rest of the golden ticket card arts. And I'm not gonna lie, that Mike Vick one, oh my god, it looks. I'm not gonna lie, it looks nice. Like, and not gonna lie, I hate Slinger one, but not gonna lie, he might have to be on the team because like that card art is nice. I don't know, like I guess they could just pick any card art they want or something, because he hasn't like had that card art like at least in this year, last year. I don't know where it's from, but it is nice. It is nice. But over the middle, like I said, I'm literally just running stock Z spot. Art Monk gets over open off the little backside in route. Like, he's not really making adjustments, and guess what? I'm not gonna make adjustments. That's just, you know, what it is. And we got a little same thing. Like when I run that post route, the post play at A slot, I mean, it's literally just kind of the same concept as Z spot, except it's more like a, I mean, it's the same concept, honestly. Like, I run the same concept, just out of different formations and just, you know, moving people around and things like that. And look, we got over the middle, Mr. Art Monk again. He kind of did his thing that drive. That's probably why I put that in there, because he had a couple plays and a guy quits. Golden ticket Lamar Jackson, 2 picks. Didn't make it past the first half. Can I have him? Now, this next game, I noticed the bro's name is Ferdy TV. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a streamer, but I don't think this is actually him, though. Because y'all know that Ferdy guy, right? I've heard of him. I don't really know him like that, but I don't think this is actually him, but the bro just had his name. I think I was at a Bengals team. I could be wrong. But this is a short game. I think this is the game where Monk caught like a little RPO and took it like 50, 60 yards. He kind of went crazy. But yeah, this guy came out in some single back. Look, if you're not in single back, bunch nasty. That's the only play. That's the only like offense I'll probably. If you come down that bunch nasty, okay, I know you're up to something. Anything else out of single back though is for the birds. Right here, we got bro on a 4th and 1. He's boxed out of his mind, and he just throws the streaks up. Like, I'm just like, all right, well, we can't play any better defense than that. He tries to throw a quick pass over the middle. Was he in tight? Or I'm not sure what he was in. But point is, that's why I got my mid-zone kills. He comes out in this little tray wide flex. And honestly, Art Monk there in the coverage makes a tackle. That's really good coverage. I mean, I can't be mad at, like, you know, something like that. Because, I mean, Monk was all over him. You know what I mean? I only got deep route K on him. I don't got medium route. I mean, you could put all that other stuff on for 1 AP if you want. But I don't got the AP for that. And I don't run that much man coverage. Monk's getting blitzed a lot of the time anyway. But yeah, this guy's also got James Cook. Like I said, I think he had a Bengals theme because his top 3 guys had Cincinnati chem. I don't know. Maybe he just had them with the chem. I don't know what this is, but yeah, he throws a terrible pass there. He should have hit the drag underneath because I didn't run because with my user, I kind of ran with it for a little bit, but then I didn't run with it all the way, which I should have. And he just threw a like that. That's a terrible pass. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't really know what you were looking at. But RPO reads smoke. Oh, here we go. Art Monk. I think he goes crazy here. He thought I was gonna try to hit him with some move, but then I hit him with the haha. I thought I was gonna get out of there, but then Jordan Poyer fucking catches me. But I don't know. Art Monk, I don't know. He's all right. I think his legend card was better, to be honest, even though I don't even remember if I used his full legend card, because y'all remember I only used like the budget card, because he was like so many coins. Eagles were getting cards insanely. Like, I'm just like, all right. I remember I used like I might have powered him up to like his 89 or his 91. And I'll be honest, he had some good discounts. So like, I just rocked with him like that, and he was tall as hell, and he was really fine with the 50 Eagles with the extra speed. Cause I remember I had him, I had Mike Wallace. I don't remember who we had at tight end. Might have been Casper. I really don't know. I know I used Casper for a minute, but yeah, that's bad coaching. He has Carl Banks manned up on Travis Kelce. I just put him on a simple little drag. I mean, he's not gonna run with him. It's just, you know what it is. And the reason why, like, okay, so on this play, see how on this option, it's a read option, right? See how I'm motioning this tight end out to the left here? So stock play right. There's nobody for me to read right here. So I could just snap the ball and I could just tuck it with the quarterback and run with it, but someone could get shedded. This guy right here could come down and light my ass up. The reason why I motion this tight end out of here is because now, well, then he pinched the line right here, so defeated the whole point of it. But usually even if they pinch the line, and it won't matter. But since he's in, I think he's in like a 4-4. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's doing, man. Guy's in a 4-4. The point would be you're trying to make this DN have to make a decision, play the quarterback or the running back. But since the guy's in a 4-4, it doesn't matter. But you know, if you're running a 4-4, man, I think it's a 4-3, 4-4. I don't know what it is. It is terrible. It's just not. It's not going to cut it. Like this is, you know, the things. And I try to do the same thing. I think on the right side, right. We're trying to make that DN see like this is how it's supposed to be right here. Boom. You know, make the DN make a decision. We made it. You know, we made the right decision. It's just Carmichael didn't throw us a block. He wants to catch passes. Well, this is a run first offense, buddy. So you gotta block for me. So he plays man to man here. Travis Kelce really doesn't get a lot of separation. So I just free form it to the left, hit Y, and I mean the guy makes a good catch, and then yeah, he quit just like that. I ain't gonna lie, imagine quitting down 7-0. That's kind of crazy. But this is game number 3. Like I said, it's 4 games. So this game and the next game are actually like full games. Oh yeah, I remember this game. So I think Monk gets a couple catches. I know he catches some bomb to give us the lead or something like that. Yeah, Monk definitely had a nice game. This game, like I'll be honest, since I've been using Monk, he hasn't had like a game where I was just like, oh my god, like he just took over. But he made like a big play in like a lot of games. Now this game right here, let's run this back actually real quick. Look what he does on this play, okay? When he runs this ball, how he motions the lineman over, right? And then he runs it. And he scores, right? Whatever. All right, he got to score on me. He will do this. I swear to God, he does this shit the rest of the fucking game. He literally, like, he really thinks like that shit's gonna happen again. It does not happen. I'm telling you, he doesn't score. I don't even think he gets a 10-yard run. Or the rest, the biggest run he might get the rest of the game on that, 7 yards, 8 yards maybe max. But like the rest of the game, no, that shit gets shut down. He literally tries to run it like, I'd probably say 10 plus times the rest of this game. Just doesn't happen again, because it worked. Because I mean, he caught me off guard with it, you know what I mean? He got me. But you know what I mean, I know how to make adjustments. What I really did was I would just, when he would try to run it, because he always ran it to the left side, never try to run it to the right side, I would just shift the line to the right, and I would just kind of, you know, make a play with my user and just shut that shit right down. So yeah, but I don't know. Like the thing is, like that separates, I feel like, a really good Madden player from just the average Madden player is making adjustments throughout the game. Like if you like just not being able to let somebody do something to the entire game, like making the adjustments to stop that and force them to do, you know, something else, you know, because sometimes a lot of these guys can't do something else. They got like one or two plays and then that's it, which is what I feel like was so great about my offense is, like, you got to get through the running. Like, in order to get me to throw the ball, you got to get through this running phase. And then it's like, then you got to deal with my dots. Like, right here, we got Art Monk wide open, you know what I'm saying, with the little RPO read smoke. Y'all know I love this. But it's a good play because, like, against zone, you know what I mean, if guys are in cover 3, cover 4, things like that, it's just a really good play. Right there, I try to hurdle him. I try to get cute, and I try to hurdle him. Thankfully, I didn't fumble it. And look at this right here. So Fridge doesn't get in right, but it says the refrigerator carry 1 yard. Or at the 1 yard line. Something doesn't add up, but he run commits, we end up getting in there. That once I get in that 5, we're running hella RPOs and stuff like that because the guys know I'm running the ball, so they're run committing. So it's like, okay, I bring out the RPOs because I mean, I got the RPO reach smoke, but that's not really a play I like to bring out down there. I like to bring out like the more true RPOs, like the one out of a slot, the one out of the wing flex. You know what I mean? Like the true the ones that are RPOs. The RPO reach smoke is actually a triple option. Like, you know what I mean? They call it a RPO, but the thing is, like, Madden doesn't really know what a RPO is. Like, there's some RPOs where the quarterback can tuck it, and at that rate, it's not an RPO no more because it's a run pass option. All right, now it's a triple option when the quarterback can tuck it, but that's a whole different story for another day. Like I said, look, he keeps trying to run this. He motions the guy over, run. Like, it's not gonna work. You got me the one time with it. I'll give you that. You caught me off guard with it the first play, but it's not gonna happen again. And I just peeped, he's got the goal and took him Matt Stafford, which I actually went against him a couple times yesterday. But look at that, who gets the sack? Art Monk, the sack master. Now I'll be honest, I don't think anyone's ever gonna be as good against the quarterback as Eric Allen was, because I ain't Eric Allen was insane. But you see audibles to like some gun empty here. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I blitz. So I'm gonna explain kind of what I do right here. Okay, so look. So it's a blitz. It's like a freaky little blitz. It's a mixture of zone and man. I want to show. Okay, so boom. I got both the outside corners. They're still in there. It's not outside thirds. They're on quarters. There's quarters they were in. And what I'm doing is I'm blitzing the slot corner and I'm blitzing my other linebacker as if I was going against tight or a bunch or something like that. And what I'm doing is both of my safeties are getting manned up. So this safety is manned up on this receiver right here. And then this safety is manned up on the slot receiver. So then my job as the user is I got to play the tight end, right? That's basically it. And now he's in gun empty. So he's not going to be able to block this. Guys are coming in free. Now I'm going to explain how I got cooked here. You're probably like, well, all you had to do is play the tight end. Now, I'll be honest. This tight end, the whole route looks like he's just running a straight up streak downfield. So I'm just like, all right, I'm running downfield. And then look at the last second he cuts, and he actually throws this shit on the cut. Like, it is what it is. You know, there's nothing you can really do about that. So what does he go back doing now? Comes out as tight, motions the guy over, and keeps trying to run this thing. No, it's not going to work. And he does have 2 X-Factor running backs. He got Eric Dickerson, and I think he has the Flash. That's what these guys do, though. They just hope that their little X-Factor running back can just, you know, win in the game. But look, man, I don't got no secure tacklers out here. We're just gonna make adjustments and try to shut that shit down. So he comes out in the tight. He does the same thing, tries to audible to the gun empty. I don't know if I made the same adjustments again. I don't know. You see, he's trying to block the blitz. He's not gonna be able to block this blitz. You can't. He has he's only blocking 5 people. The offensive line, he has nobody extra to block. So it doesn't matter where you shift the line or what you do. They're coming in free. But he got the first down because he had a little drag underneath. Instead of having everybody on streaks and shit, he had the very outside receiver that I had the quarter on. He had to put him on like a little drag. So it is what it is. He got it. But yeah, he's running the ball, honestly, damn near more than I run it. I mean, he is, oh yeah, 3rd and 18. Guy comes out with 3 tight ends. You know, I'm not even expecting a run. It's 3rd and 18. He's got to try to get this first down. Look what this fucking dickhead does. Look at this. Hands it off. He doesn't get the first, but he damn near gets it. And actually, he has 3 X-Factor running backs. Yeah, because I don't know who the hell Williams is, but yeah, I just peeped. So yeah, he has 3 X-Factor running backs. So 3 out of his 6 AP is going to X-Factors on his running backs. 4th and 1, he comes out, the same thing. As soon as he motioned that guy to the right, I shift that line to the right, and I rank commit to the right. I didn't give a damn. We were getting off the field right there. Like, we're not doing that. I did not expect him to pass it because he obviously is terrified to throw the ball. So, yeah, but I only got like 17 seconds. I'm at the 7. I'm just trying to move up field, you know, run plays. I think I might have ran a jet sweep right here. Yeah, a little jet sweep right here for Carmichael. I'm just trying to creep my way up field. I'm not like actually trying to get a field. I have no timeouts, right? I don't really care what happens. I know I get ball at the half. Like, it's not really a big deal. Okay, so yeah, right here I come out. I'm just trying to get verticals down there, throw something up, you know, see what happens. You see Travis Kelce kind of has a step on him, so I just kind of throw it up, and Vic actually throws a laser, gets it right here. When they get that animation, oh man, you know shit's about to go down. But You already know Kale broke it up. So right here, I actually freeform highballed it. You know, if you guys know, you can freeform highball it. You basically just do the thing as if you're doing freeform and you would highball it. I don't know. Every time I try it, I always overthrow them, but people always tell me you gotta do it more. You gotta do it more. So I've been doing it. I did a little bit a couple times yesterday, and it's just, I don't know. There's the one game like the guy was like kind of like looking like he was giving me an opening where I could like throw those seam streaks and just bomb it, but I don't know. I just overthrow it every time. Maybe I need to change my setting. Well, I'm not changing my freeform settings because I love where my freeform settings are at. I feel like I got the perfect blend. But 3rd and 10 here, just a little put Keith Byers on a little seam streak, highball that thing up and get us a first down. That's Keith Byers can run all the routes, man. I think somebody told me yesterday, they were like, yeah, Keith Byers can run all the routes. I have him running like 80 yards downfield and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. Like he could easily do. I mean, like when he played in the NFL, like we watched his highlights. So look at this right here. So Monk's going for a touchdown, and I'm gonna explain to you how he gets so open here. Well, I don't exactly know how he does, but I'll just tell you what I saw. It looks like he tries to man this guy up on Monk, and he doesn't have him pressed up on him, and he shades underneath. So if you shade underneath on somebody that's not like pressed up on him, and they're like 5-6 yards back, they're going to immediately run down at the receiver because you're shading underneath. So that's what he did. So, well, Monk's running on a vertical route. He's just going to fly right by him, and that's exactly what happens. And Jalen Ramsey is not catching him. Art Monk to the house to give us the lead. I don't know if that's the last play he made this game. On offense, at least, I don't remember. But, I mean, that was a pretty cool play by Mr. Monk. I don't know. Like, honestly, like, if I would say the ideal 3 receivers to use for the Eagles theme team, I feel like Carmichael has to be in there. It's got to be Carmichael. I would honestly go Chris Carter. Carmichael, Chris Carter. And then the 3rd one's up to you. You could use Smitty, AJ. If we're talking, like, true Eagles, I'm not counting, like, Calvin Johnson and, you know, Odell Beckham and those guys. I'd probably, I don't know. The last one's up to you, but I feel like Chris Carter and Carmichael got to be out there. I only use 2 receivers, so in this I was just using Carmichael and Art Monk. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna get Chris Carter back, man. To be honest, I just really like that car. I don't know. He was just really good. Like I like AJ. I probably would have been at Chris Carter back. The only problem is like I can't sell AJO and get my coins back because you know what I mean. Like these guys didn't really cost coins. They were just like. What is the word? I guess they were like power-ups, just like power-ups that only require training, I guess is the best way to explain these cards. But this guy, honestly, I think he has somebody open it. I don't know really what he's looking at, right? He has a lot of time to throw this ball. Like, look right here, like wide open hitch. Like, I don't know what he's looking at. I guess he really wanted to take the top off me there. And Sweaty J, Mr. Sweaters gets the pressure. He's coming out gun empty. 3rd and 22. I send a minuscule blitz, not anything crazy. Alex Singleton heats his ass up, and he gets away with that. That's deep out zone Kale, by the way. He is just throwing that thing out. There was one game I played yesterday. I mean, I don't understand what was going on. My mid-zone Kales were not working all game. It was so weird. It's the only time it's ever happened. I've never had a problem mid-zone Kale. It was the first time that ever happened. I don't know. It was just weird. That's the other thing that sucks about this game. Like, there's just some games where your Kales don't work, and it's just like that shouldn't happen because and this guy, so look at this bullshit, right? Buddy literally comes out here, he's trying to run a quarterback, he's making all these adjustments to run a QB draw with Stafford. I'm not expecting it, and I got a little toxic at the end of it. I started dancing because I'm just like, you did all of that like extracurricular, shifting the line, double teaming this guy to run a quarterback draw with Matt Stafford. No, I had no sympathy. So I come out, RPO read smoke, doesn't work. Now, actually, really the read I was supposed to do there was throw the ball to the left, but it's a good thing I didn't because he ran down there like fast as hell with his user, and he probably would have picked 6 me. So it's probably a good thing that I didn't try to throw that because technically that's what I would have, been supposed to do. But hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I come out, I run like a little RPO run there because I'm thinking he might try to get aggressive and run commit me or something like that because, I mean, he does not have much time left in this timeout to get ready. We're getting ready to get rid of those. So we do a little jet sweep here for Mr. Art Monk. Hit him with the spin. He like I said, he doesn't have a bad spin. His juke is just kind of meh, to be honest. But 3rd and 4. I mean, you can't. He's got to go all out not to let me get his first. And what does he do? He comes out of man. So what do? I throw my hitches. I'm a hitchhiker. That's what I do. He threw 100% completion. Didn't throw a single incompletion. But guess what? All that just for what? 7 points. It is what it is, man. But this is the last game right here. This one I'm trying to remember what monk did this game. I think, okay, so I ain't gonna lie to you. So in this game, spoiler, for like 3/4, I don't think monk really does much. But the reason why I put this in here is because this comes down. So in this game, right, the first half, I'm looking good. Like, I'm doing my thing. It's looking like it might end up a blowout. The second half, the script gets flipped, and it's like looking like the other way. And then, like, I think this comes down to like a last drive. Like, someone just needs to step up, make a play. It was like a 3rd and 10, and Monk had like just a big play where he broke some tackles. Like, you'll see. Like, I don't spoil too much, but it was really good. But I mean, this guy, I don't know. It's not that like I would say he would. Like, he would come out in his bunch tight end, and sometimes he would like audible the trips tight end. I don't know. It wasn't really all that. Like, the bunch tight end, like, I don't know. Bunch tight end, I feel like, is not the hardest thing to stop. The only thing that made bunch tight end hard in like 22 was just the fact that, one, contains didn't work. Delay phase were a thing for a little bit, and you know, there was just so much stupid shit like escape bars and all that stuff. But like with it this year, you know, with it not having all that, it's just not really all that. And there's not really like a lot of different, you know, route combos you could do out of bunch tight end. Like, I mean, unless you have high route master. If you got high route master, then well, look, you can make an offense out of literally anything. But just like without high route master, it's just not really a lot that you could do with it. But you see I'm sending a nasty little blitz here. So I'm cloud flat on the left side, in case he has some type of like corner route or something over there. And then the right side is just manned up. So it's kind of like a left side is zoned out, right side is manned up. That's just, you know, those are like freaky adjustments and stuff like that I like to do to just kind of, you know, you never know what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I don't. Right there, I'm not gonna lie. So I got Slay on the cloud flat right there. I think I dropped it down to about 10 yards because I know he's trying to throw that route right there, and he's got to jump that and pick that like straight up. That is his thing to pick off. You know, he just doesn't do it. 3rd and 7, Haloti Nado goes stupid to get me a sack, and we ended up holding the 3, which is kind of a reason why he loses, because like he just kind of. I mean, it's 4th and 14 in the red zone, so I guess I could understand it, but you know what I mean? That sometimes taking 3 like that is going to lose you a game, man. And out off rip, you already know we're running the RPO re-smoke. Mike Big takes this thing for like 25. RPO re-smoke it's just a good play, man. Like, I don't want to say it's the offense, because, you know, if there's any one play that is the offense, I would probably have to say it's Z spot, for being honest. But you see the buck sweep, man. There's a lot of deadly runs that we run. The RPO re-smoke is deadly. The buck sweep, the many options that we run. There's a new play I think I talked about a little bit in my last video. It's at a gun monster. It's not actually a run play, it's a play action, but you're damn near turning it into a quarterback run. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, if you guys want me to drop a video talking about that, let me know. It's kind of nasty. I might have ran it in this. No, I don't think I ran it in this game. I might have ran it like a couple plays last night, but I didn't run it in this game. We tried a little jet sweep there for Carmichael. Ed Reed just flat out, he just knew the play was coming on. Like, he's just great and just sniffs it out. But seam streak to Mr. Keith Byers. You see he's running cover 3. Like, if you're running cover 3, I'm running my seam streaks. I don't know why so many people like running cover 3. It's just not good, man. Cover 3 is not good. I just don't understand why people run it. It's just too easy to beat, in my opinion. Maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe for other people, you know what I mean, it's different. But I feel like it's just way too easy to beat, man. But I don't know. You guys let me know. Is cover 3 easy to beat, or is it just me? This, like I said, he's coming out of the bunch tight end, and then boom, he audibles to this trips tight end. So when he audibles to this trips tight end, I need to like reset my defense, because you see how like all my safeties and stuff are still down. Because what I like to do is I like to put a cloud flat on that safety up top, and see, look, when I do that, he can't run out there, because I got it on like 20 yards. He can't get out there and play it like how he's supposed to, because when the safeties are down like that, curl flats and cloud flats, they never get out to, you know, like where they're supposed to like that. But when I put it like where the safety's at up top, like how it's supposed to, I should have been a pick, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like you'll see, like Glover Quinn's gonna get a pick when he tries to throw one of these corner routes. See, look, see how my safeties are aligned right now? This is how it needs to be when I'm going against like trips tight end, because I need to drop bro on a cloud flat. See, look how I have him drop. He's dropped right there on that cloud flat. He's really trying to play that corner route. Obviously, you know, there was no corner route, so he kind of sat in the middle of the field a little bit. But yeah, and right here comes out a bunch tight end. He tries to run the post, a little 3 crossers, tight end a little underneath. Glover Quinn sniffs that thing out and gets himself a pick. I think he gets 2. I just picked. He probably gets like 2 picks literally in under a minute here, because if I'm not mistaken, this guy, I think he gets the ball. Yeah, I think he does get the ball back. But I try to go underneath here for Keith Byars, and that is my two biggest problems with Slinger 1. It's terrible trying to throw rat catches to the flat route, and the wind up on deep throws is literally, it's hideous. It is flat out hideous. Like literally, that's why I like Gen 3 Slinger 3. It's just, you know, it's just a good release. I don't know, like I know some people like Slinger 1, but me personally, I hate it. And then right there, the ball just goes through Keith Byars' hands. Now, would have got the first? Honestly, I think he would have, because it's Keith Byars. He would have fought. He probably would have got it, to be honest. But Art Monk makes himself a tackle on special teams. We do appreciate the special teams tackles. It goes underrated because, look, when you never think you're going to give up a big play on special teams till you do it. So you always got to shout out the guys that make those tackles. So Art Monk, thank you, sir. But right here, you see, look, Glover Quinn on that 20-yard cloud flat gets the pick. I mean, he actually played it a little bit higher than he was supposed to. So I'm gonna explain that whole like just adjustment. We'll go back because a lot of people, they've even been asking me like, how do you stop corner routes? Well, this is how I stop corner routes. Okay, so the trip side is to the left. You got the outside corner on. I think I actually have one outside. Third. I don't know. It's a quarter outside there. I don't know what I got him on, right? But we got him on that. He's playing the outside. He's taking the outside away. The safety on top of that side, I put on a 20-yard cloud flat. Now, his job is strictly to play the corner out. Take that away. Now, you're probably thinking, well, now that whole side right there in the middle is open. Well, it's not, because then what you do is slot corner Art Monk. You man him up. He is taking any, you know, let's say that guy's on a streak or, you know what I mean? He's taking that away. You know, I always shade up top. And then I also man the other linebacker up on the other inside guy, and I shade up top. So if they just run straight downfield, they're going to be running with them. So really, as a user, my job is to kind of, you know, make sure this tight end is not, you know, on a streak straight downfield, because I got him man up on the running back because he's doing a lot of freaky shit with the running back. And I leave him like on this little like outside zone. So like if he runs a corner out, the corner out will kind of like run into it. So yeah, but the main point is this 20-yard cloud flat. Now you can put him on a curl flat also. I usually put them on a cloud flat just because I have my cloud flats on 20. But if you want to put your curl flat on 20 and do it like that, you can. I usually just have my curl flats on 0. So you could do it however you want to. Just a 20-yard curl flat / cloud flat over there, and it'll just, you know, pretty much take those away. Sometimes you might adjust them. Sometimes you might need to put a 15-yarder, maybe a 10-yarder. It just depends. Like, you know what I mean? I've been making that adjustment literally since Madden 21, and you see I end up taking 3 because he pretty much gifted me 3 throwing that pick, and that's why I said it looked like, because then I get ball started second half, I'm coming out like, oh, I'm getting ready to blow bro out. Whew, did this next quarter and most of the fourth, this guy takes the lead, put it like that. So, but yeah, like I said, I've been making that adjustment with the 20-yard cloud flat and stuff like that since Madden 21 when they introduced zone drops, just because if you guys remember Madden 20, you couldn't stop corner routes. There was no zone drops. Like, guys would roll out and just throw them. So that is something I did when they first added that. But right here, I try to step. It's 4-13, right? I did everything I could right here. I block extra. I blocked the running back. I get a little bit extra time. Look how I climb the pocket. I climb this shit, and I got wide. You can see it. I just need him to get that cut. I'm stepping up. I damn near have the ball out. Cannot get it out. Slinger 1 is supposed to be the immaculate release, right? It's the fastest one for these quick throws. Well, I don't know, man. And I don't want to hear, oh, we should put Gunslinger on. I don't use Gunslinger. I don't use it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Slinger 1 sucks. Can't change my mind. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So, bro pretty much gets the ball damn near in the goal line. He's coming out eye for him. I don't want to say like it's like, oh, he's probably just going to score. It is what it is, because you got to go out there and play D, but he runs a play action. He actually throws the ball. I didn't expect it. I'm in like straight man-to-man, and I don't need... The guy that was man-up on him, I probably took him off and put him like a cloud flat or something. So he was basically wide open. And, you know, in your head, you're thinking, all right, that's cool. I'm just going to come back out here, big reset, get something going. Does not happen at all. Even though it looks like, you know, we're going to get a little bit of momentum. Travis Kelce on the out route makes a guy miss. Like, it gets bad. It gets bad, even though Keith Byers, actually, hold on now. Keith Byers picking up a first down. I feel like there's a little bit momentum. I don't really know what happened, but things happen. That's really all I can say. And this is probably where it all goes downhill right here. After I didn't go backwards, but I might as well. I didn't get any yards there. But he's like, I don't know, like I feel like the only defense I struggle with is, and look at this, Keith Byers just straight up drops the ball. Tampa 2 is like the only defense I feel like I genuinely struggle with. And not like the dollar Tampa 2. I like dollar Tampa 2 because it's not very hard to beat that. I'm talking about like just straight up normal Tampa 2. And right there, I try to throw the corner out. You know, I'm trying to get that corner run with the streak. He's running with it, and he just snaps off him so fast with his KO, and it just breaks up the corner out. So now we got a 4th and 10. And against Dollar, that's going to be rough because you don't want to have to get all that in one bite. Now, this route combo is terrible. Especially since I know that I know what bro's doing. Look what I try to do here, man. Like, it's basically you got a streak on the outside. This guy's on a streak, and then it's the corner route. What I should have did was put this guy on like a smart route, 10-yard in route. But I'm guessing I thought I might have had the seam streak. I don't know why, when literally you know his user's going to fly over there, so you can't throw the quick throw. And then you're not going to be able to highball it because you got the safety over top. So then I'm forced to pretty much just throw that. Yeah, that's just flat out not a good route combo. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, got to get back on defense. He's trying to run the ball with Cordero, which it's kind of crazy to think that every single game, at least me personally, I go against the same fucking running back. Every game. It's Cordero Patterson, X Factor. Cordero Patterson, X Factor. Every single game. Like, it's crazy how, like, it's June and, like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like when I play my, man, I just like to use the guys I like to use. Like, I'm never going to use, like, oh, this is the best player in the game. I got to get him. You know what I mean? I just like to use the guys I like to use. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it's just, that's just how I am. But 2nd and 8, you know, he's bunch tight end. He runs the play with the 3 crossers, cloud flat. Can't play the underneath. He's most likely gonna score here. You know what I mean? Like once you get in the 2-yard line, like it's very easy to score. Like, you got 4 attempts. If you just can't get it on those 4 attempts, then I don't know, man. Shout out to the defense. But I actually do end up playing some really good defense here, and thank the Lord he doesn't get in the end zone because man, I'm telling you, Asante Samuel. All I gotta say Asante. He tries Asante. I got Asante literally on a hard flat right there. And he tries to throw it. He tries to highball it on him because, you know, Asante's small. So he tries to take advantage of him. But you know what? Mr. Asante, he's not going for that, man. Ends up getting us the pick. So now I'm kind of in that mode where it's like, all right, I got a chance. Let me not actually lose this game. I try to throw it to the flat. But you guys know, rat catching in the flat with Slinger 1 is terrible. And right there, that out route got broken up by a 9 KO. So I wasn't exactly very happy. But this is why our Monk is in there. 3rd and 10. This is a nice route. This is actually a good route combo, especially against Dollars. So basically, this is what we're doing here, okay? Basically, this tight end is on a streak because the guy over top of him, you're trying to get the tight end to just take him away. And then the receiver on that left is on like a slant, a drag, and you got to throw it to him in that little window. And then, you know, he's just kind of go make a play, which Art Monk does, breaks a tackle, falls forward. If he doesn't make that play right there, the question is, do we win this game? So that is, I think, legit the only play he made this game. At least offensively, that's the only play. I know defense, I think he made some tackles, you know, things like that. But and right here, I kind of just throw a quick flat route. And you're probably thinking, what was the point of throwing that quick flat route? It's really to get a feel for the defense of what he's doing, what's going on with it. Yeah, we didn't get no yards of it, but now I have more of an idea of what he's doing on defense, where I need to go with the ball and just, you know what I mean, things like that. So now I'm like, all right, we're going to attack the middle of this field. We still got all our timeouts. All we got to do is get 3 points. I'm already at the 37, you know, and I'm kind of in that locked in mode now. I'm like, all right, I got to make sure I actually, you know, win this game. I think I go with that same route combo. Streak on the tight end, underneath little drag. And okay, so the reason why I motion that running back over to the right side is to mess with his user, because a lot of times in Dollar, you know, they're worried about the running back and what the running back is doing. So when I motion him to the right side like that, I'm now looking for this corner route, boom, for the tight end. And I click on, and it does that glitch where it makes you like stop and go. And now we got a 4th and 4. John Madden is trying to make it spicy. I do the same thing. Streak on the tight end on the right, little drag underneath, and I just throw the drag to Carmichael. Now that's got me at about the 48. I'm thinking I go no huddle, but then I'm like, we don't really need to go fast. I'm like, hold on, I can run this ball. I have Justin Tucker. I can hit 64 yarders with ease. Let's just run the ball and get out of here and not make it difficult. And that's exactly what we do. That's exactly what we do with Keith Byars these next couple of plays. You know, we just run the ball. He's in dollar. Boom, come here, Buddy. That's basically gonna do it. That's when you know, like, now you can be at ease. Like, all right, we got it. He ends up quitting. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're a bitch. If you quit out the game before the guy even kicks the field goal, you never know what could happen. He could miss the field goal. You could block the field goal. You never know what could happen. So to just leave, to straight up leave a game, it's not even over yet. I ain't gonna lie, that's a bitch mentality. But that's pretty much Art Monk, man. You seen he made some plays on offense. Wasn't too bad. You didn't really get to see a lot of him, to be honest, but on defense. But you probably will in my gameplays going forward just because he is going to be on my team and stuff. But that is pretty much going to do it, though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and your boy is out.